Hey guys, today I'm going to be showing you how to build a simple but efficient villager breeder for Minecraft Bedrock. Let's go. These are all the materials you will need for this farm. You may wish to add extra beds for more villagers, and you will also need 2 villagers on top of this. So first things first, place a temporary block down like this, and place a hopper going into it like this. Then, place a little Y shape of blocks like this, and place 2 temporary blocks here. Place any villager job site block on top. For this I'm just going to be using a composter because it's fairly easy to get. Then break these 2 temporary blocks and this one back here. Now we're going to place a temporary block here and then just surround these edges like this with some solid blocks. You can then destroy this block in the middle and then fill in these 2 blocks here like this. It should be looking like this. Then leave a 1 block gap here and place 2 solid blocks. You can now surround it by some more blocks and make sure that this hole has the sides filled in, like this. So now we'll place a sign on this block here and then mine down by a couple blocks like this. Then I would recommend just building around a little chamber made out of glass. This isn't necessary, however it makes it very easy to distinguish what is the holding cell later on. Then on the top, we're just going to quickly cover over this area with some blocks. Make sure to leave a gap here. So now we're going to place the beds. The amount of beds you will need will depend on how many villagers you want out of this farm. So no matter what, you're going to have to place 3 beds. This will be 2 for the villagers that are going to be in here, and 1 for a baby villager out. However, if you wanted more villagers out, you need to place more beds. So in this setup, we're going to get 1 villager out of the farm. If I were to place 20 beds, we would get 18 villagers out of the farm. Note that as well, if you move a villager away from the farm, so say you take it over to a trading hall or something, as long as it's fairly far away from the villager breeder, it will free up a bed and it will start producing villagers again. So for this, I'm going to place 15 beds. That would be the equivalent of 13 baby villagers out of this farm. In this case, it will be looking like this. So now at the back, leave a 1 block gap behind this hopper here, and build 4 droppers pointing upwards. Note that these need to be droppers, they can't be dispensers. Make sure they are all pointing upwards. Then, place a hopper pointing it into the back of this bottom dropper. Then, we're going to place a dropper here, and a solid block here. Then place a hopper going into the top of this dropper here, and place a double chest here. This is how we're going to be putting the carrots into the farm. You'd put them into this double chest here. At this point, I'd like to point out that you will need an external source of carrots for this farm, so you will need to be putting carrots inside of this chest. While you could just farm them yourselves, I would recommend getting an automatic carrot farm. In fact, I do actually have one on this channel. If you look up in the top right corner and see that little I button, if you click that, it will take you to the video on how to make a carrot farm. If you were to hook up the output hoppers into this chest rather than the regular storage system, it would automatically fuel this farm with a bunch of carrots. So now on this side of the farm, we're going to place a solid block here, and another solid block here like this. Then I'm going to place a piece of redstone dust down here, a repeater here, torch on the side, this will be the on-off. If you click it down, that will turn the farm off, and then a redstone torch here. If you test it, it should create a redstone clock that makes it sound like this. So now we just need to hook up all of these droppers up to this redstone clock. To do this, place a solid block here and put a redstone dust on top of it like this. Then place a solid block here and place 2 redstone dust up like this. Then place a small ring of redstone around like this. This should make sure that the top is powered. You can test out the system by dropping some items into this bottom hopper like this, flicking the lever. If you wait a few seconds, they should all start going into the dispenser here. Now, don't forget to just place a piece of redstone dust here like this. The dispenser should make a clicking noise. So now, we're going to go down here into where the villager's chamber is, and I'm just going to break a few blocks on one side. Then mine down by 1 block, and mine a little tunnel. This is where the minecart rail is going to be that will take the baby villagers away to wherever you need them. Then go up a little bit, leaving a 1 block gap, mine back a little bit as well. Make sure that there is a 3 block gap away from where this glass was. So if we place some temporary glass here, it'll be 1, 2, 3 block hole. Should be like this. So now up here on the top, we're going to make sure there are 3 blocks of space. We're going to place 3 rails like this, and we're going to place down a lever here. You'll need to make sure there is a solid block back here. Then if you test it out, our minecart should get launched like this. Now we're going to go over to the villager storage chamber. Place a rail here, here, and here, like this. This rail should be going up to here, and this one should be on the floor facing straight. Then destroy this one on this block here, and place 2 blocks of glass here. I'm then going to fill in this gap up here. This rail should continue to point upwards. Then place 1 more normal rail, and place a powered rail. We're then going to put a redstone torch here. Then you can have as many minecart rails as you want, powered, non-powered, or whatever, to take your villager to wherever you need them. Now we need to get the 2 villagers inside of here. This is quite difficult in survival mode, but I've got a fairly simple way of doing it. Place 3 blocks like this, and a solid block here. Then place a few blocks around like this. Then place a little bit of a minecart rail going up to the top. And I'm just going to pop a rail on top of these blocks here, so it goes up like this. Then just place a block here to make sure the minecart falls down into here. Then put the minecart on here, put on a lever, get your villager, and push them in. Flick this lever, give it a nudge, and the villager should go into here. Then break one of these blocks here, break the minecart, break this block here, and the villager will fall down into the correct area. You can then repeat this process until you have 2 villagers inside of here. Once these 2 villagers are in here, you can break all the temporary blocks and rails you just placed. It should be looking like this. I would also recommend just placing 1 block here to stop any carrots spilling out from the side of the farm. Now we're going to fill up this chest here with carrots. If you were using a carrot farm, then you would just need to place a hopper on top like this that was hooked up to the carrot farm. Please note that the rate of this farm is dependent on how quickly carrots go into this chest. If there are lots of carrots, then there will be lots of baby villagers. However, if the carrot flow is very slow, then the rate of the farm will be much slower because the villagers don't have enough carrots to have a child as soon as they can. So, for that reason, I would recommend keeping this chest here topped up as much as you can. So now if we flick the lever, we should see that carrots are dispensed and the villagers are picking them up. After not too long, we should see our first baby villager come out. Oh, and there we go. After only about 30 or 35 seconds, we have some baby villagers being made. So, that's it. That's how you make a simple villager breeder for Minecraft Bedrock. If you did like this video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. If you have any future video ideas, please pop them down in the comments. I'm always happy to hear them. If you have any questions, please pop them down in the comments. I'm always happy to help. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. See you next time. Bye.